In this video, we are going to take this image from this to this using the Photoshop pen tool. Let's get started. Alright guys, so we'll cut this image out from this background using just the pen tool, okay? And just like other tools in Photoshop, the pen tool also has its own shortcut. To access the pen tool, press P on the keyboard. When you have the pen tool, you can draw two things. You can draw shapes, you can draw paths, okay? You can see them right here on the top left side of the screen. We have shape and path. A shape will just draw a geometric shape, but as far as this image is concerned, we need to trace a path around that we can use to remove the image from the background. So let's choose path because we need to create a path that goes around this bike. And then I'm just going to hold the Alt key and then scroll my mouse wheel up to zoom into a comfortable position. And right now I'm just going to click somewhere around here, and I'll click and drag to have access to these control handles, okay? The reason I'm clicking and dragging is because I intend to create smooth curve, especially around the tire. So I'll click and end somewhere around here, then come right about this position, click there and drag it up. So if you click with the Alt or Option key down, you are going to disable the leading control handle, okay? So we will just click again here and then click here. Now at this point I need some two control handles to define this edge right here, okay? But I already have an anchor point. To create handles even on existing anchor points, you hold the Alt key again, you click and then just drag it up, okay? You can see the leading control handle there to direct that movement. So I'm going to position it somewhere like here, and then I'll move the mouse somewhere around this position, click and drag it upward. You see we have that nice looking edge there. And then to disable the leading control handle here, I'll hold the Alt or the Option key if you're using the Mac. Click here to disable that and then move here. So right now I think most of these edges here, they are just smooth lines or straight lines to create, so nothing too much. Just hold the Alt key there, and I might need to zoom out. Then if you need to move around the image even when the pen tool is still active, you can hold the space bar, okay? So I'll click here, drag it up like so, click again here like so. So you can see using the pen tool is actually a pain in the neck, okay? But trust me, the results will look really great. So right now I think that this portion needs to be a little bit closer. So what I'm going to do is to press the Control, or if you're using the Mac, you press the Command key. That will switch your pen tool to the direct selection tool, and you can click on that point and move it to any desired location like so. Alright, so I hold the space bar again to pan to this location, and then to disable this leading control handle, I'll hold the Alt key and then I will click right about there. So right now I notice that this is going to be a very smooth curve right here, okay? But right now we don't have any handle to direct that smoothness, so we need a control handle that will extend towards this direction to define this segment from here to this position right here. So we can hold down the Alt key again, click on the existing anchor point and drag it outward like so. You see that control handle? Yeah, it is going to make sure we have a smooth segment right here. So I'll release somewhere around here. Then as I move the mouse, let me pan this way to see clearly. Okay, nice. Right about this point, I'm going to click and drag it upward. Right now I notice that we are missing the tire from this position. Now if you hold the Alt key, you can still control just this handle without controlling the other handle, okay? And for this one I'm going to hold the Alt key as well to control just this segment or this side of the handle and not the other side until I get it right about that size. Okay, then I'm going to pan upward like so. Hold down the Alt key, click here on the middle of this anchor point to disable it, or if possible we might need to extend that anchor point, so I'm going to undo by pressing Ctrl Z because we need this other segment up here to be very smooth. So I'm just going to zoom out a bit like so, and then I notice that this control handle right here is too long, so I'll hold down the Alt key and then reduce it by dragging on it just like so, and I can come somewhere like here, click again, move it up. Nice. and it seems like we are missing out somewhere around this tire, just around this edge. So I'm going to hold down the Alt key again, click here, and then just push it inward to make sure I get it right about that position. And up here we seem to be lacking a bit, so I have to correct that position. It looks good. Okay, so right now I am going to disable this handle again by pressing the Alt key and then clicking here. And since this is going to be a very smooth portion, I'm just going to click somewhere around here like so. Alright, then continue here, come over here. So you can see it is very easy to create straight lines because there is nothing too much there. You just click, 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 and click. But with curves, that is where you have to be careful, because you need to carefully drag your control handles to have the desired effect. Nice. So I have to zoom in here to correct this portion. Right now I noticed that we need to hold the Alt key, then click right there to control that segment. Right now I'm going to hold the Alt key, then come back and click on this previous anchor point. Click here just to have some control handle that I can use to control that segment. And when I'm done, I'll hold the Alt key one more time and select just the leading control handle here and move it just like so. You can come over here, move this one down just so, somewhere like so. Yeah, I think right now we should not take too much time on this particular portion of the image. I think you get the point. So I'll hold the Alt key again here and click, then come here, click somewhere like so, then click right here, then drag it up. And guys, while working on images like this, always make sure it is a high resolution image so that it can enable you to zoom in clearly to see those details. The image I'm working on right now measures about 4000 by 4000 pixels, so it's a really huge image. Okay, right at this point I noticed that I mistakenly made that anchor point on a wrong position. So even while still holding the pen tool down, I will press spacebar to reposition that anchor point just like so. So I've been using the pen tool for quite some time, and one of the tools that I use along with the pen tool, or one of the keyboard shortcuts that I use along with the pen tool most often, is the Alt or the Option key. It's very helpful. Okay, so right now at this point, let me demonstrate what is called nudging. Okay, to nudge an anchor point, I'll press the Control key to highlight just this anchor point. If you use the arrow keys on your keyboard, you can press left and right to nudge the anchor point to the position you want. Nudging is very useful because sometimes positioning with the mouse might not actually help, so you have to manually do it with keyboard shortcuts or with the arrow keys. Alright, so if you are following along, I think we are making some progress. So I'll just click here behind this rider jacket. And guys, I'm not trying to be super perfect with this image. I just need to make sure you get my point. And because of that, there are portions of the video where I will actually need to fast forward in order to save time, because I don't want you to sit down and painfully watch me cut this image all around. So I think the jawline here is well defined, so nothing strange there. And again, this tutorial is not about masking hair. In upcoming tutorials, I will be doing videos on how to actually cut hair using some advanced selection methods. So if you are new to the channel and you don't want to miss a video like that, kindly subscribe, as I will take you step by step on how to mask even the most toughest hair inside Photoshop. Okay guys, I can see we are gradually coming to the end of the first path. So right now at this point, I think I need to extend a control handle that runs through this direction, so I can be able to control this smooth path of the tire right here. Although the anchor point is already laid down right here, I'm going to hold down the Alt key and then click and drag it like so. Okay, so right now this portion is a little bit off. So I'm going to hold down the Control key, click to highlight this control handle, and then I'll hold down the Alt key and control just that segment like so. Alright, then I might need to do the same thing here. I'll hold down the Alt key. So let's zoom out guys. Right now you can see we have done a great job of tracing around the image manually, okay? And if we go to the paths panel right here, you can be able to see a thumbnail representation of what we have on the screen. A good way of working is to save this path so that it doesn't disappear if you click without actually turning on some settings. So to save a path, let's just double click here, and I'll just call it biker path like so, and then hit enter. Now the path is saved. The next thing we just need to do is make sure our path is selected, and then we zoom into the tires, and even on this portion you see that we still have a lot of work to do. It is not done yet. So what we need to do right now is to actually cut these holes that appear here, here and here. All these holes need to be cut, okay, with our path selected, and with the pen tool, let us go up here to the options bar and click here, and let's make sure exclude overlapping shapes is checked. You can also use subtract from shape to do the same thing. This simply means that any shape that is overlapping our previous path will be cut out, will be excluded by the way. Okay, so let's zoom in with that option check, and let's make sure the biker path is selected. And what I'm going to do, I'll just click here to cut this hole right here. So on this portion we just have a small portion here to cut out, just like so, and we are done. I think this portion is okay. So we just need to look around for the portions that are open, like this portion right here. We need to cut this hole out. Just like so. And if we zoom in closer, you can see that even tiny details like this can be the main reason why a professional will be differentiated from a newbie as far as the pen tool goes. Okay, so you pay close attention to details. Even small gaps like this can make a whole lot of difference. Okay guys, now that we have traced all around the image, and we have also taken the time to cut everything that needed our attention, now it's time for us to apply this image. Okay, so the way to apply a mask is to come to the biker path right here. you can hold Control key or the Command key and then just click on the little thumbnail here to load it as selection. So let's hold down Control key and click, and as you can see, you can see the matching all around the image. Okay, that tells you that it has been successfully selected. Now all we need to do is to come right down here below the layers panel and add a mask. Let's just click on this little camera icon, and here we have, and here we go guys, this is result. It looks absolutely amazing and I'm happy with it. Although it was time consuming, it took some time to actually cut down all these little points right here, but you can bet with me the result is actually the best. Alright guys, after the mask was added, I had to move this image from this background to this background. Thank you so much for watching the video to the end. If you got value out of it, please kindly support the channel by subscribing. I will see you in the next one.